What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So there's a lot of new things happening in the space, in the crypto space, in the Web3 space, and there's these new metas that a lot of people are talking about. There's quite a few people making a lot of money off these different new metas, so I want to go over them, and I know that I might be late to some of them, I might be early to some of them, right? And the first thing that we're going to talk about is Friend.Tech. And I know a lot of you guys are probably using Friend.Tech, have heard about it, might not know what it is. So Friend.Tech is very simple. You're basically trading shares on other people's Twitter accounts, right? So it's an attention economy, which means that the more attention someone in crypto Twitter has towards them, the higher potential floor price they might have, just like NFTs, just like tokens. So Friend.Tech, you're trading other people's Twitter accounts. There are shares of people's Twitter accounts, and you can buy them and you can sell them, and it's just gambling, right? It's just a fucking frenzy of gambling, people throwing money left and right. Only difference here is that there's volume, there's attention, and there's new users on the platform like crazy every single day. There's, I think in the past 12 hours today, there's been 50,000 new signups, which is absolutely insane. And it's an invite-only platform, so the codes are going to be like under these tweets. If they make a tweet, or if you see someone on Twitter make a tweet about Friend.Tech, just go in the reply section. You'll probably see some codes. Like I'm sure I can scroll here, and I'll see some codes here. Like yeah, here's some new codes, for example. So like at the end of the day, this could be a platform that's going to be dead tomorrow. This could be a platform that's going to be used like crazy tomorrow. I personally don't know. I'm not here to predict what's going to happen in 2 months. What I'm here to tell you is what's currently trending, and this thing, in my opinion, is just going to keep on growing. I think that also, too, there could be a detrimental fall off for this thing if they do something wrong, or if there's an exploit, or if something happens. Now, all the trading here of each person's shares and of each person's Twitter account is on chain. It's all native on chain. It's all on the base chain, which is a new chain that a lot of people are using. Now, the only difference here is that Mev bots can basically snipe people's new accounts when they make their new accounts. The good thing here, though, and again, there's always upsides and downsides to a lot of different things in crypto. Everyone tries to make, the biggest assumptions of like, oh my God, this is all bad, like literally a day after things are made. And they literally try to destroy and FUD everything before it can even have breathing room or even have legs. This currently has legs. Obviously, we can see the results. I literally saw this like a couple days ago. This was only at a couple thousand followers. Now it's at 56,000. The more that we look at this, I realize that it's just like everything else, right? I have people that I'm looking at their tweets. They're saying, hey, why would people spend money on Friend.Tech shares when all it does is give me access to a chat room, right? That's the exact same thing as NFTs. There's motherfuckers who spend $500,000 on their Bored Ape Yacht Club just to get access to a group chat in Discord. So let's per se you buy shares for Kobe, which is I think the #1 guy on Friend.Tech right now. Kobe doesn't have to provide you any utility. It's just that Kobe has so much attention on him. So many people on crypto Twitter know who he is. He's the biggest one. And I think this guy is like the top 3 also. He's constantly tweeting. He's getting tons of impressions, all of his tweets. So same thing, right? So all you have to do and all the formula is very simple. Now I'm going to break it down to you guys. It's just this, right? You're finding undervalued Friend.Tech accounts, right? And this is the way that you're going to be able to make money on this. Now, I'm currently not really doing this because I don't really care about making small amounts of money. But for those of you guys who want to do this, it's very simple. Just like NFTs, just like tokens. You're looking at founders in the early stage of their product. You want to look for people with high intellect followers ratio that haven't blown up yet. You want to look for devs. You want to look for creators that are going to go viral, right? So it's the same thing as anything else. You want to look at people who are cool that not a lot of people know about yet. Or you want to look at accounts that are just freshly made that not a lot of people know about that are going to explode, right? It's very simple. When you know there's going to be attention on something on Friend.Tech, you want to get in there before the attention, before you know that the attention is going to be there. It's a very simple game. It's a gambling game, it's a casino, and it's fucking sketch, right? But at the end of the day, there's money to be made on there. People already made a bunch of money on my shares, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny, but at the end of the day, it exists, and I think that obviously everyone should at least try it. I'm also not sponsored, I have no affiliation. I'm not getting paid 1 penny to talk about any of this because I don't care about this. I just think that it's something that's trending. I think that it's something that we should all pay attention to because it could potentially start a new meta where other people are going to make new platforms and maybe try to build on top of it and improve it and make it better. And then maybe one day we can see something that is so massive that it's widely adopted and people that are outside of Web3 actually start using it too. And then it becomes all this huge thing, just like Rollbit. So going into Rollbit here, we see that so many people were using it a while ago. Everyone on Twitter was shilling it. All the influencers were shilling it because they have the affiliate program. But now, we were all seeing this back then when the Rollbit token was new, right? Not a lot of people were buying the token. They didn't think it would explode. But then all of a sudden, it just exploded past $500 million market cap, and now everyone's talking about it. And this sparked this whole new meta of everyone trying to create a casino token. And what happened? All the casino tokens blew up, right? And that was a meta for so long, and it's still happening. People are still building gambling sites, casinos, and they're pegging a token to it, and doing all this rewards and all this compared to it. But at the end of the day, I think that this is a meta that's been milked pretty hard, and I think that there's still going to be more that are going to blow up. But I think it's a meta that's been milked pretty hard. But Friend.Tech, in my opinion, is not a meta that's been milked hard. So I think that there's potential, and it's not Friend.Tech that I think will be at this huge fucking massive thing. I think that something in the future that will be even better than this will be built just like this in the future, and it's gonna fucking explode, which I think the concept is so cool. I don't think it's the first of its kind to actually do this, but it's the first of its kind to blow up in Web3, which is really fucking cool. Which at the end of the day, it's just like anything else. Everyone talks about everything on crypto Twitter, and then 2 days later it's gone, and then everyone just forgets about it, and then we move on to the next thing. We also have Unibot, which was a huge meta, which I think it could still be a pretty big meta in Web3 for a good amount of time because it just makes sense, right? So people made Telegram trading bots and they pegged a token to it. And what happened? Well, let's check out. $150 million market cap. This actually went past 200 million. Not a lot of people knew that this meta would explode back in June, but it did. And what happened? Everyone and their mom tried to make a new fucking Telegram Discord token or Discord bot, and then they pegged a token to it, and they were all going $5-10 million market cap. Now, that's not really going to happen anymore. Is it possible that these can keep on going? Yes. But in this current market, which at any given time can completely change, this is what's popping, right? And this is what's popped, and this is what many people are looking at. So in the future, when more liquidity comes back, when Bitcoin and Ethereum pass their levels that they're currently at, when more liquidity flows into those, and then from there, alts, and then from there, memes, NFTs, all that, I think that these things can fly, right? There's so many people that are on Twitter right now that know about this, but what about the other people? What about the people that are not on crypto Twitter all day? When the masses find out about these different trends, I think that it can blow up, which, just like anything else, it might or might not happen. I'm just speculating. I'm bringing this information to you guys pretty late, but with Friend.Tech, it's relatively new, right? So that's why I'm looking at this trend, and that's why I'm just using my common sense and saying there's 50,000 signups in the past 12 hours, which is something I personally have never seen in Web3. This is fucking insane, right? I think that this thing can go parabolic to the next level as a trend, not the fucking, just this website, but I think the trend itself can go parabolic, and it currently is. But just like anything that can go parabolic, it can go parabolic downhill as well. So let's just be careful. Let's look at this. There is money to be made here. Let's all make money safely. Don't fucking put your whole net worth in this shit. As a creator also, on Friend.Tech, you're able to make money on the royalties for people that are trading your shares. So you're incentivized for people to actually go ahead and buy your shares. Buy my shares. Why not? I don't really give a shit. I'm not going to be doing for anyone on there. But if you feel inclined to go ahead and buy my shares, you just type in my username. Now, another thing that could potentially be a meta, which I don't know about right now, but another thing that could potentially be a meta is things that are actually real, right? Real tangible utility pegged to an actual token. Right now we have dark labs. There's multiple ways to enter into dark labs. Some people know about it, some people don't. But one of the ways that you can enter is obviously through the NFT. When you buy the NFT, you get access to all this, right? One NFT is a standard membership. You get access to the actual flight concierge, to different types of networking and mastermind events all around the world. You get help with buying anything in crypto. You can buy watches, cars, you can buy fucking flights, hotels in crypto. We even have our platform too, where you can literally buy any hotel in the world in crypto, and you're guaranteed. We literally have our platform too, where you can buy any hotel on the entire planet in crypto, and you're guaranteed to get the best rate on the entire internet. You can literally buy this fucking hotel, and I think Pepe Coin, if I'm not wrong. You guys will have to go check out the website yourself. That's all linked on the Dark Labs bit.ly link right there, so you guys can check that out. But yeah, other than that, the narrative is simple. When you see something that's trending on Twitter, don't block it. At least look into it a little bit. Ask yourself if it has legs. Ask yourself if there's more money that might potentially get into this. And if that's the truth, then cool, right? We look at my last YouTube video, and I was talking about NFTs, which I haven't spoken about NFTs in a minute because currently I just don't really believe in these current blue chips, right? I'm not investing into these blue chips. So I tweeted this a couple weeks ago about NFTs, right? Just read this. It's super common sense. I was basically sweeping floors on dead PFP projects that might have potential of ownership transfer, right? It's completely possible. We saw it with Oni Forest, we saw it with Pudgy Penguins. That's a meta that I don't think will ever go away because people are always going to be bullish on a new powerful team when ownership is transferred, right? So with that being said, I did this to a bunch of floors, but other than that, I'm not really doing much within NFTs, right? We look at my last video, I spoke about DGods, Bored Yacht Club, all these different projects, even Utes, Mutants. I was talking about Azuki, Meme Land, everything. Things can happen. What happened? I spoke about in the video how there's not enough upside to put your money into these things and expect it to make a 2x. It's just not going to happen. And if anything, you're going to see a really high chance at a downside. And what happened? Almost all these floors are down 50% plus from when I spoke about them. Some of them down even more. And it's only literally been a month, right? So if you listen to that video, great. If not, then so it be. But what I'm trying to do here is help you guys get positioned in the right place to where you guys can actually put yourself in a position to make money. With that being said, I got not much more to say. I'm going to be coming back to you guys when I have more cool information to talk about. But